Hey there, Joseph Curtis here, and in this video I'm going to talk, sort of following on from the last one of the previous videos I did recently, talking about the two most important skills that you need when it comes to making money online. If you didn't see that video, then I will just outline what those two things are, and just sort of explain how you really only need to master two skills to make money online. And those two things are traffic and bear with me with my terrible paid skills, but you need traffic and you need conversions. So you need to convert that traffic, and everything that you see online or any sort of process or strategy falls into one of these two categories, because it's very easy to make money online. But the thing is, people complicate it. People think it's more difficult than it really is, and like most things in life, the simpler it is, the more effective it is. So you've got to sort of go small, keep it simple. You probably heard that term, keep it simple, stupid, and it's so true when it comes to business and when it comes to making money online, because there's a lot of technical aspects, there's a lot of sort of minute details, there's a lot of the mechanics, but really I think you've got to and this has certainly worked for me, you've got to see the big picture and not be focused on the details so much, but see the big picture and see what it really boils down to and what you're trying to achieve when you're trying to build an online business. And so it comes down to these two skills, traffic and conversion. So any sort of strategy or technique or tactic to make money online will fall into one of these categories. And when it comes to traffic, the most important thing is to build your list. And 2 or 3 years ago, I used to think, what does this mean? I always used to hear these gurus say, you got to build your list. The money is in the list. You got to build your list. The way to have a real online business is to build your list. But I didn't really understand what that meant. So I'm going to explain briefly in this video what that means. So when it comes to building your list, what that essentially means is this traffic that you're going to generate to your website, or what we call a capture page. You're going to send the traffic to a capture page, and on that capture page you're going to be capturing the email addresses of those visitors. So you capture the email addresses of those visitors and you send them. So you send your visitors to a capture page, and then on that capture page you capture those visitors' email addresses and they start to build your list. And it's very important to build your list. And by building your list, what you're going to do is you're going to build a relationship with people. So you're building relationships, you're providing value. You're obviously, you want to make money, so you've got to promote your business, you've got to promote your product, but you've got to do it in a way where people don't feel like there's any kind of hard sell. People don't think that you're just trying to sell them, you're just another sleazy salesman. You've got to do it in a way that you build a rapport, you build a relationship, you provide them with value, they see that you're someone who wants to help them, a real person. You're not just a corporate cold company that's just sending them emails. You really build that connection, and that's how you're going to get people warm to you and join you. So you've got to build relationships, you've got to provide value. They've got to get to know, like, and trust you. So this is what we call the KLT factor. So the KLT, the know, like, trust factor, because people do business with people that they know, that they like, and they trust. So you've got to have that in place. You've got to build those relationships with your list, and that way you're going to be able to sell whatever it is that you're promoting. The product really doesn't really matter. The business doesn't really matter. It's more about the relationships. It's more about the value that is in that product and the value that you provide to that person as well as the product. So when it comes to building your list, very easy, because this is just the traffic side of things. So you send your traffic, and there are multiple ways to generate traffic to your website. You could do that with free advertising methods, like for instance YouTube videos, talking to people on Facebook, posting into Facebook groups, Craigslist, whatever website you've heard of, you can use it to promote your opportunity to build your list. But essentially, you're sending traffic to your capture page so that you can build your list, because the people that are sent to your capture page are going to be putting their email addresses, and those email addresses are going to be building your list. And then what you can do with those email addresses is you can build a relationship with those people. You can provide value. You can provide value, and because of that, they're going to be knowing, liking, and trusting you. And that's going to help you to build a sustainable online business. So you need traffic, and the second skill that you need to learn is conversions. And what this means is basically how you convert that traffic into money. So first of all, if I just do it in a line, so this is the whole process of making money online. Very, very, very easy. So you've got a person here, and that person you're going to send to your capture page. I'm going to call it your CP. So they're going to see your capture page, and then it's just a case of building your list. That person's going to become one of your subscribers. You're going to follow up. You're going to provide value. You're going to talk about how your business or your product can help them. You're going to ensure that they see you as a real person that's actually helping them, not just taking advantage of them. And that's very, very important. And then from that, you're going to convert those people, or this person in particular, into a customer or a team builder, depending on what you're promoting. This is basically the whole setup. And then what we do with the Endless Wealth Plan is we use some of this money that you've made here to send more visitors. So we use paid advertising that actually pays for itself, and we send visitors to our capture page. So this helps you get more people through. You build a relationship with them, they buy. You get more people through, you build a relationship, you buy. And you're always helping your team members that you do get, the people who do join you here. You're helping them to build a business. You're helping them to make money as well, and therefore they're going to stay with you. And that's how we built a long-term online business. And income is because we help our people to make money, and we run this plan which just keeps an endless amount of people, a constant flow of people coming through our system and seeing our funnel. So if you've seen our capture page, if you go to endlesswealthplan.com, I'll just take you over to that. You're going to see the capture page that we have, which is here. And you can see we collect their email addresses, and then we can start and follow up with them. We can provide them value, and we can help them to build a successful online business. And it's basically how it works in a nutshell. We're getting visitors, and we're converting those visitors into customers. And the conversion takes a little bit longer. You can get traffic overnight, but to really master the conversions you've got to learn that skill. You've got to be able to build a relationship. You've got to be able to provide value, and that takes time to build those relationships. But the great thing is, with the internet, you can do it on autopilot. You can build a relationship on autopilot. There are many different methods that you can use. So when people go onto your list and they become one of your subscribers, what you can do is you can use an autoresponder to send out emails to them on autopilot, which helps to build that relationship and that value, and the know, like, and trust factor. So with that said, I hope you got some good value out of that video. I will put a link in the description where you can check out the Endless Wealth Plan and what we're doing online. And I'll also put a link to connect with me on Facebook. So feel free to do that. And just remember that making money online is really, really simple. It comes down to traffic, and it comes down to conversions. That's basically it. There's nothing else you need to learn other than those two skills. Obviously, each one of these categories has subcategories, if you like, different things that you can do to generate traffic, and there are different ways you can convert that traffic. But really, these are the two skills. These are the main two skills that you need to make money online. And it's the same if you think about it with any business. Any business needs traffic, and any business needs to convert that traffic. So if you go, for instance, if you take a restaurant or you take a shop, they need people walking through the door. and that, you know, they need people in the shop. That's the traffic, and then they need to have products in the shop that, you know, people want to buy, and that helps you get your conversions, right? And most people will buy from shops that they trust, shops that they like, you know, especially if they've had good value in the past. For instance, you know, if you go to a restaurant and you order a meal and it's very, very nice, you're probably going to go back there. So these conversions can actually be multiple conversions that you can get over time. But I won't go into that in this video. I'll wrap it up here, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next video.